Hello and welcome to this full body morning stretch yoga class. I'm so glad that you are here with me today. So let's go straight into it. Let's come into a comfortable seated position, hands on the knees, and we're actually going to start with some Sufi circles. So we're going to inhale, bring the chest forward and arch the spine. Move it around to one side. As you exhale, you're going to hollow out the belly, round through the spine, lean back, go over to the other side. Inhale again as you come to the front and you're opening your lungs. Exhale as you go back. Okay, so keep going with this movement. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Just sticking to one side. I'll tell you when to switch and reverse the circle. So just notice what's going on in your body right now. This is a really great movement to notice where you're feeling any tightness. Get your head involved as well. So when you come forward, you're looking straight ahead. When you go back, you're looking down. Maybe even closing down the eyes so you can really feel into the movement. And then the next time you come back to the front, reverse the circle, go the opposite direction. And just notice how it feels going this side, because we tend to pick the easiest side first, the side that we're used to moving. So it might feel a little bit tighter going in the opposite direction. So looking forward as you inhale, looking down as you exhale. Feeling the pelvis tilt as well as you go forward and back. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Lengthen up, take a big inhale. Hold your breath at the top. Imagine this energy rising from the base of your spine all the way up. So turn on your core slightly. It's going up, 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 out through the crown of your head. Stay up nice and tall. Exhale out of the mouth. Relax everything down. Okay, so let's bring the legs out in front. We're going to come into one of my favorite things to do now that everybody finds really weird. So your left foot is going to come on top of your right thigh. If you can't do that, it's fine, just have it next to it. We're going to take your right hand and we're going to interlace your fingers with your toes. Okay, we're going to stretch out those toes. Now I want you to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers so that you end up trying to get your toe creases with your finger creases. Okay, it's really weird, I know, but it is so amazing. And then hold hands with your toes. Okay, so wrap your fingers around your foot, maybe even scrunch your toes over a little bit if you can. Once you've got that as far as you can get, bearing in mind, if you're new to this, you're probably not going to be very far. Your toe creases and finger creases are probably not going to be touching, that's fine. The more you do it, the more stretchier you're going to get. We're going to wiggle the ankle, okay, so just roll your ankle around. Not too fast. Just feeling everything loosen up there. Try and sit nice and tall still. So if you've heard of reflexology, you'll know that a lot of things are connected to the feet. So actually when we have a lot of foot flexibility, it can actually help a lot with the body, with leg flexibility, with feeling stable as we walk, right? If you imagine those toes stretching out, you've got a wider base to walk on, so it brings you much more stability. It's such an amazing thing to be doing, and this is the kind of thing that you can do while you're sat watching TV as well. Okay, keep the ankle still now. Now I want you to tense your fingers and your toes and squeeze. Okay, it's going to be really uncomfortable, but squeeze, 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 and release it slightly. Wiggle those toes and fingers apart. Bring that left foot out. You might notice now, looking at both feet, that your left toes are more spread. We're going to move on to the other side. So your right foot over your left thigh, or again, it can be next to you. Interlace those fingers and those toes. Get them as far down as you can. And again, you might notice that one side is more flexible than the other side, right? So wiggle those toes, get them in there. Once they're as far as they will go, sit up nice and tall and circle the ankle again. So circle it around, opening up those toes. So what can happen as well from wearing shoes a lot is we squeeze those toes together and we end up losing flexibility in the feet, which can affect so much, including your posture and your balance. So this is a really great way to counteract that. Slow breaths. And then keeping that ankle still. Take a big inhale. Squeeze your hands and your toes together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release them slightly. Wiggle those fingers away from those toes. Lengthen out that foot. Just shake out the toes if you need to. And then come back to a comfortable seated position for a moment. Hands on the knees. Lengthen through the spine. We're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring it around to the front so you're looking down to your chest, and then left ear to left shoulder. Back around to the right. Slow breaths as we do these movements today. Over to the left. Over to the right. Over to the left. Over to the right. Over to the left. And then back down to the middle. Lift your head up. Okay. Let's bring the hands up in front. Flex your hands up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, flex them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Roll out those wrists. Make a fist. Roll them out. Roll them in one direction. And then over into the other direction. And then let's come over onto all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Hands out a little bit further than the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Keep a slight bend in your knees here. Push your belly back towards your thighs. And then start to straighten the right leg as much as possible. Keeping your belly pushing back towards your thighs. Rebend the right knee. Straighten the left leg. Rebend, straighten the right. So you're walking your dog. Rebend, straighten the left. Bend both knees, look towards the top of your mat. Take a big step up, come into your forward fold. Feet hips distance apart, upper body's folded over. Ground down through your toes. Your toes should feel nice and strong now. Grip the mat, slowly roll up through the body, coming all the way up to standing, hands down by the side of the body. Inhale, sweep the hands up above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. Vinyasa. Feel free to lower your knees if you want to, but lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Remember, up dog is just your hands and your feet. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Always optional to put your knees down in your vinyasa. And always optional to do cobra or up dog, whatever you would like. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step the right foot up in between the hands. Now we're going to lower our left heel down to the ground. And your left toes are going to point a little bit diagonally as if they're coming towards the top left-hand corner of the mat. Then inhale, sweep the hands up above your head, warrior one. Hips are facing towards the front of the mat. Reach up through those fingertips. Now we're going to turn towards the left. As we do that, our right toes are going to point towards the left side of the mat. Then your left toes are going to point towards the back of your mat. Bend into your left knee. Arms in line with your shoulders. Keep your chest facing the left side of the mat. Warrior two. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Reverse warrior. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Side angle, left elbow to the left knee. Right arm in line with the ear. Right arm's going to drop in front of you. Come back to your warrior two. Now we're going to come back to warrior one, facing the front of the mat. So turn again, face the front, hands up above the head. Either warrior one with your back heel down, or you can come up onto the toes into a high lunge. Either way, your hips are now facing the front of your mat. Now your arms are going to come down by the side. Place most of your weight into your right foot. You're going to lean forward. You're going to come into warrior three. Lift that back leg off the ground, finding some balance. Standing nice and strong. Remember, it's okay to wobble. Left foot is going to step next to the right, forward fold, top of your mat. Feet are hips distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up, come up to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. Vinyasa, cobra or up dog. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, the left leg up high. Step it up in between the hands. Find some balance. Drop your right heel down to the ground. Right toes pointing diagonally, more towards the right corner of your mat. Inhale, hands up, warrior one. Warrior two to the back of your mat. Turn it around, this time towards the right. Bend into that right knee. Arms in line with your shoulders. Hips are now facing towards the long side of the mat. Flip your right hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee. Left arm in line with the ear. Drop the left hand in front. Come back to warrior two. We're going to come back to warrior one to the front of the mat. So turn, 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 turn. Hands up, hips are facing the front. Warrior one or high lunge, choice is yours. Arms down by the side, ground down through that left foot. Lean forward, find some balance. Lift your right hand up off the ground. Right foot, did I say right hand? Right foot. Warrior three, finding some balance. Use your toes to grip the mat. Make sure that you're breathing. Right foot steps next to the left, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up, come up to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, vinyasa, step it back, lower down, cobra or up dog, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up high, step it up in between the hands, lower your left knee. Sink your hips down towards the ground. Left hand's going to plant. Bend your left knee, reach round, see if you can grab that foot. If you can't, it's fine. Maybe just actively reach back for it. If you can grab the foot, make sure that you're not on top of your knee. We're rolling over the kneecap, so we're on the bottom of the left thigh. And then maybe your right knee can open up to the side so that you can get your hips a little bit lower down to the ground. Pull that foot in till you feel that quad stretch and hold it there. Slow breaths. Grip the mat with your left fingertips here so you're not placing too much weight on the wrist itself. The weight should be mostly underneath the knuckles. Gently let go, come back to your lunge. Right knee steps back to meet the left. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up high. Step it up in between the hands, lower the right knee, find that low lunge. Same thing other side, so plant the right hand, bend the right knee up, reach around, maybe grabbing that foot, maybe opening your left knee to the side, getting those hips lower, pulling your right foot towards your bum until you feel that quad stretch and holding it there. Couple of slow breaths here. Try and make your breath nice and long. That's going to help the muscles to relax. Remember to grip your fingers into the mat rather than placing all of your weight into your wrist. Gently release, come back to your low lunge. Step your left knee back to meet the right. I'm just going to come over to seated. Get yourself into a comfortable seated position, lengthening up through the spine. Maybe sitting on the edge of a blanket if that feels best for you. Hands on the knees, close down the eyes. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel your shoulders relax as you exhale. Again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Just come back to your natural breath. Slowly blinking, open the eyes. Hands down by the side. Let's take a big inhale, sweep the hands up above the head, hands come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's class. And when you're ready, don't forget that you can come and join Lakora Live. The link is in the description and in the comments. And we go live twice a week on Zoom for yoga classes. We also have loads of replays in there. We also have challenges and courses to really help you get the most out of your practice and to help you gain that flexibility and strength in your body to keep you mobile and healthy. So go and check that one out, and I will see you next time.